Howdy, y'all. Welcome back. And if y'all haven't never seen me on a bad day, buckle up. This is gonna be fun. That's just fine. We'll end it there. Let's see who all's in here. Gotta adjust that a little bit. Steph and Jeff and DDT and anybody else? Anybody else? Howdy, 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 one and all. So glad to see y'all are in here today. It's been a day, hadn't it? It's been a day. Woke up late, allergies are going crazy. I go to the store, I forget half the crap on the list. Howdy, Boris. You know those days where everything just seems to fall apart no matter how well you try to do it? Oh yeah, I've been having one of those. So now I'm going to warn y'all. I'm probably going to take this train completely off the rails before it even gets going. This is going to be one of those shows where Martin's going to end up with sound bites. I'm fairly certain of it. It's going to be the kind of day where I might just decide to go over there and tell the lawn mowing crew that seems to never want to finish, just pack it up for the day. I'm done. I mean, I'm not going to. They need to make their money as they can. But let's just say it's been a day. On top of that, because I do like to watch a little bit of YouTube, see what y'all have been up to, see what's going on in the world, other than in just my little quarter portion of it. And I do mean quarter as in the coin, not as in like I own 1/4 of the whole globe. So let's not get twisted there. So there I am, I'm watching YouTube, scrolling through, watching a little bit of this, a little bit of that, listened into a little music, trying to be in a good mood. And I come across a video that says, "Kick rocks." Well, down here in the South, by the way, I forgot to do this. Let me go ahead and do this. Howdy, Odie. How's it going, sir? Odie, God, you're having one of those weeks, but hey, you're making money. And that's what counts. Howdy, Paul. Great to see you. Now, in case none of y'all have been watching YouTube as of the last couple of hours, this video that I saw that screams, Houston, we have a problem. It's by Jay Mouton. Now, normally, Jason is such a nice, level-headed, calm, rational, enjoyable person. He's the kind that you'd want to hang out with if you could. I promise you. He's just that kind of a guy. But lately, the trolls have been deciding that they need to try and tell him what price tag to put on the merchandise that he makes. Howdy, Todd. Howdy, Steve. Now, I'm going to say this as a person who has worked on a few hobby blogs. A hobby blog where somebody else has done almost all the work already. They start off somewhere between 25 and 40 something bucks. If I just shaped it into the shape of a pipe, just shaped it into the shape of a pipe. We're not talking about staining, we're not talking about sanding it, we're just talking about shaping it into a shape of a pipe. And I charged $50. I would say I actually did some work because you know what? It took time and money and energy to put it from a chunk of wood that basically looks like a lump and turn it into something that is actually reasonably usable as a pipe. Well, Jason doesn't work with hobby blocks. Jason starts with a whole chunk of wood, and that wood's about as hard as this lighter. I'm telling you right now, if I hit somebody in the head with this lighter, they're going down. Well, that's briar for you. It's that hard. But then he takes exotic materials that are not cost friendly. And he takes a certain amount of knowledge and time and artistry, and he puts it all in there. And then he charges what, for him, is reasonable. Let's look at his shop. Probably ran $50,000 to put that shop where it is. Tools and everything included. If he doesn't charge a certain amount of money, he will never make a break-even point. If he never makes the break-even point, eventually the bank comes and takes it all away. Unless he saved up every dime and paid for it all cash. Most people are not going to do that. Most people don't have that Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos money. Now, are there decent pipes at a lower price? Sure, there's decent pipes at a lower price. Any of them with fossilized mammoth tooth or fossilized whale spine or that have been so painstakingly made sure that they are to that level of perfection before they go out? No, not even close. Good smoking pipe that doesn't run you $200? Yeah, they're out there. Sure, they're out there. But now I'm going to make a simplified statement. If you go and order a pipe from J Mouton, just try it. You don't have to believe me, just go ahead and try it. Go and order a pipe. Go to his website. Contact him. Set up a conference call, whatever you want to do to talk to him. He's actually a very nice guy. He's going to talk to you. Set it up. Get it all set up. Order the pipe. And he's going to tell you, I can get to work on it in a certain number of months. He's not saying that he's going to drop everything that he's already got, because other people have already contacted him. Other people have already gone through this whole process. There's a company out there that buys every third pipe so that they can sell it online. And I will tell you right now, you are not going to find that he can make that pipe for you anytime within the next 3 months. You're not even going to see that pipe for 3 months from the day you decide that you're going to order one. Because he's that busy. Because his prices are that low compared to what he's offering. I'm stunned that he can order half the materials he's getting. I'm stunned that he can put it in on a pipe for the prices that he's doing it. You ask me, it's a freaking bargain. A huge bargain. Can I afford them? No, I can't. Do I want to afford them? Yes, I do. Can I do what he does? Not a fucking chance. If I could do what he does, I'd be voodoo pipes and everybody'd be ordering from me. And there'd be a line out the damn door all the way to the end of the street. Would I be able to beat his prices? Probably not. Would I be able to make a better pipe? Highly doubtful. And I'm pretty good at this. I actually can do this. Y'all have seen a few. Which brings it all back around to, you know what? If you haven't seen J Mouton's rant, and it says bye-bye and kick rocks, I was worried that he was leaving the YTPC for some strange reason. Luckily he's not. But you know what? Go watch his video. Watch it all the way front to back. Hit that thumbs up button on his video. Leave a comment telling him how astonished you are that he actually has trolls. And then remind him, send those trolls over here. I haven't had roast troll in a while and I'm getting kind of hungry. And there ain't nothing that a troll's gonna say to me that's gonna get me more riled up than what I can do to myself. Plus, it's fun to make them look stupid. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. All right, rant over. I'm sorry. I apologize if y'all didn't like the rant. We got up to like 9 or 12 people. Now we're down to 7. I guess maybe somebody's offended some people. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with offending people. It's right there in the description of every video I'll ever make. Or at least most of every video that I'll ever make. I'm not the world's best presenter. That's why, hey, I've only got a little over 200 people that follow this channel. This channel is not meant to be the world's biggest. It's not meant to be the world's best. It's just meant to be a place to hang out. And I'm glad that y'all enjoy doing that. Todd, by the way, howdy Cliff Higgins. Glad to see you today. Todd, that is a Punch Classico. If I was to look at the wrapper, it will say that it is an Elite EMS 5 1/4 by 45, which makes it slightly bigger than a Lancero in how big around it is, and slightly shorter than a Lancero in how long it is. And because it's a Punch Classico, it's cheap as hell. And I do mean cheap as hell. It's expensive, but it's strong. Cliff Higgins commissioned a Lovat. Nice. Will you at least do a video and let us see what that Lovat looks like? Because I am pretty sure that's going to be a freaking awesome pipe. I mean, did y'all see the calabash that Mike ordered from J Mouton? Mike doesn't even like calabashes. But he saw what he finally wanted to try from J Mouton, and J Mouton knocked it out of the park. Oh my God. So pretty. Steph, are you finally moving back to Houston? Yay! Look, if y'all saw my easy as pie, when you saw the easy as pie challenge, if you saw it, some of y'all might be wondering why I said that the 3 pipes I wish I owned was a J Mouton, a Phil Rivara, and I don't really remember the other one. Might have been a Castello. You know what? Doesn't really matter what the third one was. But I rank Jay Mouton and Phil Rivera as probably the two best that are currently kicking ass here in the United States of America and that are actively on the YTPC. You know what? I think it might have been an Eric C. Smoke Pipes. Eric does make a damn good pipe. And I mean, who wouldn't want a Simon LCS? These pipes are expensive. Look, let's be honest. You select a chunk of wood, you hope will actually turn into a pipe. It's going to run you around $30. You drill it, you beg for it to be free of sand pits. It's going to have them. But you beg. You get it all shaped, and then you go through your own version of a quality control testing. And that's when you find, oh God, there's a crack. Well, you bought $30 worth of wood that you just turned it into dust, and now you're pitching what's left over into a pile to be turned into fire. Y'all do that about 50 or 60 times. Philip Rivera says that he has a pile of scrap briar that he's had pretty much that exact situation. I can't imagine Jay Mouton's had that much better luck. Briar's a funny, fickle thing. And when it decides to be funny and fickle, it can screw the hell out of whoever's trying to make whatever they're trying to make. Hey, my dad makes pins, the kind you write with. He's done some briar ones. And he's shattered a few. And he's caught some really strange problems with a few. And he's not trying to stick them in somebody's mouth and draw smoke through them. His stuff, you just put it in your hand. He's screwed some stuff up. He makes a damn good pen. Howdy, Cane Rod, aka Mike. Hey, I appreciate you sharing that video. I know it's this video. I wouldn't be surprised if it was this video. But yeah, y'all send any trolls y'all got. Send them right here. I really have no problems treating those kind of people the way they need to be treated. Howdy, Rianu Keats. Hey, not a problem, Mike. I just try to do my best. Because like I said, this is just a fun place to sit around, hang out, wait around for the next show, which there's almost always a next show. Because, well, if you follow along with the Breyer report, you know that there's always a next show nowadays. You go back a year ago, there was Thursday and Friday. If you missed those, you pretty much watched network television. Good Lord, Cliff, you're just starting to get tomatoes? Most of mine are already done for the season. Howdy, Dave. I'm not fussing. I'm not fussing. Two YTPC weddings this weekend? Steph, you gotta let us know some of these things. I didn't even know anybody's getting married. Who's getting married? I'll tell you, Houston's already just getting to the point where it's too hot for the tomatoes, so they're not setting anymore. But my peppers are doing fantastic. Oh, that's right. Christina and Jeff. I remembered something about that. Oh, yes. Howdy, Sharon. Glad to see you in. Yes, I forgot. That's right. So, y'all be friendly to some people. Go check out the Hello Kitty Piper. And after you've checked that channel out, give them a hey, congratulations on getting married. And then go over to AROMATIX, as Steph typed it in earlier. Go over to his channel and let him know, hey, congratulations. And then if you happen to see the Night Piper, let him know. I mean, hey, getting married, sure. Marriage is the #1 cause of divorce. Prove me wrong. Woo, a half peck. Really? Full peck. And I bet you your hands look like you've been stung by 1,000 wasps. Blackberries being blackberries. I do like some blackberries, though. No, I don't believe that Mike is in any way, shape, or form going to put up with Odie's schedule. So I'm pretty certain that they're not getting married. And as far as that goes, pick a Mike. I just figure that Odie's man enough about himself that he's not going to be the wife. Oh, come on, Mike. With Odie's level of bourbonista, he might be your type. You just got to remember, stay away from the bourbon line when Odie's there and you're in Vegas. You might end up with more than you asked for. And right on cue, there's Odie giving the truth of that. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Now, before we go much farther, because it's kind of become a tradition, bowl call. What are you smoking? What are you smoking it in? Me, I plan on finishing this cigar in this particular pipe. This is the only pipe I have that smokes Lanceros and below, or Lanceros and slightly above, but under a 50 ring gauge. And again, this happens to be a Punch Classico, and it's really a strong cigar, but just nice and tasty. Damn it! And in this corner, we have Odie's wife. And in this corner, we have Mike. But hey, you know what? Mike, if you take Odie's wife, that makes Odie a free man. He might not have to work all the time anymore. Oh, fight, not take. Sorry. I sometimes misunderread things. Damn, Dave. Be careful. Never know if those might eventually be killer bees or murder hornets. We kind of really enjoy having you around. Even when you're picking on me, I enjoy having you around. I mean, just stating a fact. All right. Rainier Golden Long in a 7LE 122. Very nice. Country Gentleman in a Washington Cobb. Very nice. Like it. Uh-oh. Odie says his wife is scrappy. Gotta be careful. Ah, Stag Jr. But I'm not too fond of the Stag that came out that was... Isn't that the cherry flavored one? You're expecting bourbon and you end up with a cup of maraschino cherry juice. Carter Hall and Italian straight billiard. Very nice, Steph. Like where you're headed. Haunted bookshop in a country gent going on. That's, man, yo. Mike is going full Chad over there. We like it. Only kept out 4 tobaccos and 4 pipes. What'd you do with the rest of them? Yes, Todd, that is correct. Hello Kitty and Aromatics are finally going to tie that knot. They've been talking about it for a while. Glad to see it's going to finally happen for them. I'm surprised you didn't just find another pipe roll and roll them and make sure to stick them in the car with you, Steph. Now, Steph, you have my phone number. You will need to text me an address and a time of day that you'd like me to be there. I can probably give you a good full day worth of work. I'm hoping that it won't be a Thursday or a Friday, unless, of course, you want to take an hour break on those days. Oh, Boris has got a bottle of bourbon. That's always a good thing. Skip will take them in the van. Not a problem. All right. This damn stupid mud dauber is going to get on my nerves. Luckily, mud daubers don't sting me for whatever reason. I've never been stung by one. Don't know if it's because they can't or won't, but hired movers, always a good thing. Hell, you just barely moved out there. Oh, all right, batch 14. That must have been the one that I got a hold of then. Cliff, you take care. Plug in because you've got Chad and Cane Rod and Martin at over a pipe later. Need to get that man a solar panel to wear on his back while he's out there gardening. That ought to be just good enough. Solar panel to charge and an earplug up to his ear, and like a really long church warden that drags the ground. He can call it a hoe, and maybe he will be able to keep it away from notice. Maybe. Know that damn mud dauber's over here on me somewhere. Steph, they're teens. Make them get it themselves. Come on. Bottle of Bullet. That's actually pretty decent bourbon, Boris. That's pretty good. Quite honestly, Odie, I do not know if Martin has full on fixed his issues yet. I think the best way to work it is to take it outside and hit that computer with a fire axe until you've put it in the ground deep enough that you don't have to worry about it anymore. And then go buy something else, not named Dell. And there's a few other on the no-fly list. Cool guy, howdy sir, how's your section of Houston? It is warm and humid down here. Well, I tell you what, if Martin can't get his show up and running, I will close it down with a tailgate type show this evening. But we will definitely wait at least until the end of Cane Rod's show, which there's some overlap between Martin and Cane Rod's show. So if Martin cannot get on at all because something is just completely destroyed, I'll fill in for him. I don't know if anybody else has offered, but I will. We will not have a shot clock. There will not be any tins given away. Nobody will be wearing a tutu. There won't be a call-in line. But I will see about hooking up the bug zapper, so at least we might have that. Yes, the Long Branch of Wild Turkey is very well balanced. Also, the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, for whatever reason, it's just smooth, very smooth. But with Boris, his actual issue is that he lives in Finland, so there's very, very, very limited ability for him to actually get bourbon. Howdy, Bob. Great to see you in today. And Boris, there might be one or two shots, but nowhere near the level of Martin. Don't get me wrong, I could drink with Martin. He drinks a flask every time he goes on. 7 shots. I mean, count them up. If you want to count them up, count them up. But it's 7 shots, which is 7 ounces of alcohol. There we go. It is Willie, one half of the Nashville Mafia. Howdy, sir. Or as I like to say, Nashville, hello. And no, we're not doing anything at 8:35 this evening. By the way, have y'all been missing out on the Nashville Mafia? Well, it's going to get even worse here in a little while when they do a full-on channel switch to Nashville Mafia Live. That's actually the name of the station that they're going to be doing their show from. And I highly suggest anybody's in here, go ahead and get that sub and notification bell. You really don't want to miss it. Only Wild Turkey's got is 101. Well, at least it's the 101. I almost got in trouble for destruction of government property for a 1.75 liter of Turkey 101. Had something to do with drinking it in the space of about 2 hours and then being sick for 6 days. Yeah, probably should not do that on your 21st birthday. But I was told I had a guaranteed day off, and well, it was rough. It was very rough. Yeah, there is some bourbon that's now made in Texas. Heck, some of it's actually made right here in Houston. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Oh, Willie, while you're here, just for you, bowl call. Or anybody else that wants to do it again. Oh yeah, that's isn't that the one that they use only blue corn to make, or all of their corn that goes into their mash, which at least 51% has to be corn, but it's the blue corn. 40 euros, good lord. Yeah, that's probably for a $35 bottle. Hopefully it's a $35 bottle. Hopefully it's not that little 16 ounce that shouldn't be no more than about 16 bucks. Greg, howdy sir. Good to see you in today. I really enjoy having y'all over like this, knowing full well that we're just kind of hanging out waiting on Chad. spirit of a tailgate is hanging out with friends and family and talking smack and having a good time. Well, Willie, just stay away from the CBG. That's not the kind of tobacco to break in a. Yeah, we don't want to break in that. Well, good luck to you, Odie. I understand how hard that stuff is to get. No, no. They've been living together in sin. Kind of like me and my wife. I'm not actually married to her. We got engaged in '06. Still haven't tied the knot. 15 years. Oh no, Greg, what we were saying is Captain Black Grape. CBG. Ugh. Just not a good blend for breaking in a pipe. I always keep a small batch of Sutliff Voodoo Queen for breaking in a pipe. But that's just me. Well, then DDT, I got you beat by 1 year so far. Now, see, the crazy thing is, just about every time that Holly and I set a date, and we set it far enough in advance that people can make travel arrangements and various different other things. So we got family from all over the country. Something happens. I mean, September 11th. Probably we should have been trying to tie the knot on that day too, except for we weren't, but it could have been that way. Ah, cool guy. I am smoking a Punch Classico. It is the what they call the Elite EMS, 5 1/4 by 45. Not going to be the greatest cigar on the planet, but in the under $6 category, it does quite nicely. Steve, some people say common law, but you know, common law divorce is just as easy as walking away. Schlotzky's, oh my God. I never want to see another Schlotzky's again. No, actually, Fernandez does not produce these. Punch actually produces all of their own punch, but they're in there with General Cigars, and also in with General Cigars is the AJ Fernandez made Diesel. Jose Golf Piper, definitely. For less than $6, it's a great cigar. There are other cigars that are in the less than $6 category that I would also highly recommend trying. Uh, the AJ Fernandez Last Call, for instance, fantastic cigar for under $6. Hell, there's some Fuentes that are under $6. There are plenty of great cigars. Now you got to do some looking for them if you want to find them. Not a problem, Mike. So glad to have you in today. Felt like I was graced with your celebrity. Yes, there are Cuban punches that are fantastic, but you'll never find any inside the United States for $6. Good Lord, Steph, I'm starting to feel bad for you. There are some Rocky Patels that are under $6. I'm not really going to say that those are the greatest ones, but that's a different story. That's because all the Rocky Patels, except for the ones that have recently been produced, and by recently I mean in the last 3 years, they've come out with several new ones that are very un-Rocky like. And my statement there is because quite literally you could take the band off of every Rocky Patel at one point in time, and you could smoke each one of them back to back to back, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference in the cigars. It was literally like they were just putting a different band on a different cigar so that they could call it a different cigar, and boom, there's your new price. There are some good Perdomos below $6. I believe Lot 23 was below $6. It was decent. I haven't smoked one of those in a while, though. Mostly just because the two actual cigar shops I've got down here, neither one of them wanted to carry Perdomo for much of anything because it didn't sell in this area. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's a bad cigar, but if it's not going to sell in the area, all it's doing is taking up space. Product that doesn't move is a paperweight, and it's the wrong kind of paper that it's weighing down. Texas edition was $7. That is correct. But I was really not a fan of the Texas edition. I smoked it a few times. Don't get me wrong, I smoked it a few times. But it was weirdly harsh in the wrong areas for my palate. But everybody's palate is different. My taste buds are mine, your taste buds are yours. And I don't tell people, hey, you're not going to enjoy this cigar. I just try to tell them the best parts about the cigar. And maybe I got a bad batch of them, the Texas edition ones. There was some in there that I could not smoke it and not spit. Uh-oh. Wait. Is it really the Martin? Martin? Got a question for you, brother. Is your show going to happen tonight? or should I just go ahead and look forward to filling in for you? The Ernesto Perez Carrillo are actually fairly decent cigars. Alec Bradley, I'm a big fan of, always have been. Project 40, fantastic cigar for under $6. Uh-oh, Martin, answer your damn phone. Seems like somebody named Mike from Briar Blues is looking for you. Alec Bradley, Prensado, Lost Art. The Toro. The Toro is going to be better. Uh, the Toro is a little bit larger around and a little bit longer, and trust me on this, you're going to be lighting up another one. And the problem with that is with the Robusto being so close in cost to the Toro, you might as well get the Toro. Best I could tell you. I think both Mike and Phil at the Briar Report have been here. Wow, look at there. I've used so much. AT&T is telling me I've used a whole lot of gigabytes this month. Yeah, well, that's why you get the unlimited plan. Mike, he's trying to pull a George Thorogood song out. He's been walking all day, trying to find a job. Can't find no job. Can't get no money. Can't get no money for no rent. And out the door he went. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. So Martin, are you doing your show or not? Quick, before you leave. If it's still up in the air, we'll just leave it up in the air, which is fine. No message or massage was left. Oh, awesome. Cool guy. That would be... I don't remember the name of the song, the official name of the song, but everybody just calls it One Bourbon, One Scotch, and One Beer. If you want to look it up, seriously, you type in One Bourbon, One Scotch. By the time you get through with One Scotch, Google will suggest it. I don't remember the name, cool guy. I'm sorry. But yes, it is definitely George Thorogood. Nose is itching. Lawn was mowed today. I am allergic to grass, so it's like someone who's allergic to cats sitting at the lion cage at the zoo and going, man, I don't know why I'm itching. Yeah, we know. Okay, so with 4 minutes left to go, anybody got crazy comments, suggestions, anything that y'all need us to remind ourselves about. Wow, I got a new subscriber, Gerald Flood. Don't know who Gerald Flood is, but sir, I'm going to be subscribing back just as soon as I get off of this live stream. I appreciate everybody who subs to my channel, except for those bots that just like to do crazy stuff. So y'all remember, if Martin is not live, I'm going to volunteer myself to fill in. The show will not be as good. It will not have as many dad jokes. There will not be as many shots taken, and the production value will be way lower. There also will not be a McFly, and my own personal trophy wife will not be making an appearance. But other than that, it'll be just like Martin's show. So, in other words, nothing like Martin's show, but a whole lot like this right here. Okay, because people are going to start dropping off out of here, I would like y'all to remind yourselves, take a little bit of time every day to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and each other. Do the best you can on that. We do such a good job of it, we might as well just be used to that statement by now. And because it's Friday, happy weekend to all of you. So much fun to have y'all over. Not a problem, Martin. It's not really a sales pitch, it's just truth. And hopefully here in a minute Chad will be on. He's not on yet, but we're gonna hang out until he does pop on. Hey, we might be hanging out for another hour. We don't know. Life happens from time to time. I mean, hey, wasn't Eddie Gray in IT? Maybe we should get Eddie Gray to start. Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't want to. That's why he quit. That's why he does what he does now. Rewinding, reloading. Smoke some Nicaragua cigars. Highly suggest it. Or some Dominican Republic cigars. I mean, you might be helping Carter Hall. Oh, and in case anybody's actually been under a rock for the last 3 or 4 days, the Las Vegas show has been officially canceled. So if you have been planning on attending, go ahead and get your money back, because you ain't going to be attending any pipe show in Las Vegas this year. Sorry about your luck. It's not my fault. And I guess I planned this cigar just about perfectly, because look at there, I'm right down to that nub. which makes it a decent cigar for these kind of meetings. Out here in the heat, having a good time, hanging out with y'all. When Mike's not trying to give away stuff, I don't get anywhere near the viewership. Oh, God, hey, Chad is live. Everybody, we're going to jump over there. All right, as per always, long lives, big bowls, and, well, long ashes? Y'all take care, and I will see you over on Chad's channel here in just a minute. Bye now.